I'm pretty proud of myself. Tonight I looked at my Displate earnings and I had just surpassed 15,000 sold. That's a little over 43,000 US dollars. And it's interesting to note that I hadn't uploaded in about 6 weeks. So this is not like you have to kill yourself in order to make passive income. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips I think learned just through living life and through uploading onto Displate over a number of years. And if you're interested in making pretty good money and making true passive income, I think these 5 tips will go a long way to helping you achieve your success on Displate or on any print-on-demand website. Let's jump in. All right, the first tip that I've got is proper hardware. I get requests on the YouTube channel and people say, well, I have a phone and I don't have any money and I don't want to invest any time or energy. And it's like, well, you need to invest something if you're going to make serious income in print on demand. So I would recommend that you get a computer, not just a phone, and that you take a look at some of these Displates, especially some of the higher end Displates. These are really high end and they use graphic software that take a lot of juice out of a computer. So you'd want to invest in a minimum of say 16 gigabytes of RAM. And that really gives you a fighting chance if you're using a laptop, or better yet, even a desktop, if you're going to use graphic design software. And the second tip is the software that you're going to be using. It is related to the hardware in that you want to invest some time and energy learning how to use proper software. Things like Adobe Photoshop, Affinity Photo, vector software. This is really important because you're competing with people that have graphic design skills. And so you don't just want to upload some stock photo and expect to make a bunch of sales. These people are actually artists and they actually do an amazing job on Displate creating original pieces of art that people are willing to pay good money for. You'll notice here a medium Displate's 44 US dollars and an extra large Displate is $149. I do sell extra large Displates on occasion. Most of the time I sell mediums and larges, but I will say $149 is a lot of money. And so what you want to do is create artwork that justifies people spending that level of money on a beautiful piece of artwork for their home. Now, once you've bought the hardware, i.e. the computer, and once you've got the software, like say Adobe Photoshop or Affinity Photo, then you're going to need to spend time. And you're going to need to spend time and energy learning how to actually use the software. Creating artwork like this does take time to learn. Look at all the intricacies here inside. I'm not saying this to disappoint or to intimidate you, but you need to look at high-end designs and decide, can you actually compete? Now, I can break this design down. This is a great looking design. It's a helmet, there's a background, there's a metallic background on it. They've basically added in different layers in, say, Photoshop or Affinity Photo, and they've created something that looks spectacular. You can't just upload stock images and expect to make a bunch of sales on Displate. That's just not the way it works. The next tip that I've got is a dedication to quantity, not just quality, but quantity. When you look through any Displate artist's shop and you see a highly successful Displate artist, you're going to see a lot of designs. They're continually uploading. I try to upload onto Displate now at least a couple times a month, although I've been sick lately with a bit of a flu. Normally, I try to upload either every week, every couple weeks. It's interesting when I see highly successful artists in any print-on-demand space. They do a lot of uploads. The quantity is also important in addition to the quality. Not all the time. You can have a successful store where you have under 100 Displates. That is possible. But if you have not a lot of quantity, then you definitely want to make sure that you're making up for it in terms of spectacular quality. I saved perhaps the most important tip for last. When I click on Browse Collections and then I click on Browse All Collections on the right hand side, I'm going to see a whole bunch of different collections that come up. And my last tip for this video is niche marketing. You want to make sure that you get into niches that you can actually compete in. And I can't answer that question for you about which niche is the best for you. See, this guy over here that's doing animal designs, they've got a niche. They've got a brand. If I click on this name, of this collection, we're going to see a whole bunch of beautiful looking designs that involve funny animals and funny sayings. They found something that they're good at, and thus they can succeed. So this person's maybe not trying to compete with military blueprints or funny text designs or what have you. They've figured out what they're good at, and that's funny, cute animal designs. And now they can expand their collections out over time, but they know that the type of design graphically is in their wheelhouse, and they can make lots of designs in that space. That's something that I figured out early on in Displate. I figured out what I'm good at, and then I make a whole lot of those designs. I hope you found this video helpful, and the reason for this video is not to sit around and brag and smoke a big cigar and say how great I am to everybody. Quite the opposite. I believe in you, and if you're looking to make passive income, it is possible to do. I'm living proof of it. I'm not the greatest graphic design artist in the world. I'm not the funniest person in the world. I just worked really hard at trying to make a whole lot of decent designs in niches that I thought would sell. And I learned from my mistakes, and I learned from my feedback on what is selling. I look at my sales reports and I go, oh, okay, make more of those. As always, throw down your comments in the comment section below, or if you have a question, that'd be great too. And thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I really hope you found this inspiring. I do believe in you, and you should have fun making designs and make some income too.